You can make an automatic obsidian generator with the Redstone add-on. This farm generates, breaks, and collects obsidian passively. We'll be using a Bedrock exclusive feature. Sponges in a warm biome will absorb water and instantly dry out in a puff of steam. You can pair this feature with an exploit that causes dripstone to instantly fill a cauldron with lava. Then when you bring in the Redstone add-on, you can infinitely farm obsidian. It's possible this will get adjusted in the future, but this exploit has been around for a while, and at this point, it may just be another bug-turn feature. So before starting, make sure you're in a hot biome, like a desert or badland, because this farm won't work anywhere else. You'll need these materials from the base game, and these materials from the Redstone add-on from Pixelbiester, available on the Bedrock Marketplace. It's also important that you build on the edge of a chunk. I'm using an add-on called Markers Pack from Two Tail Productions to display chunk borders, but you can also figure out where your chunk borders are manually by using coordinates. So I'll mark out the range of this chunk, and the majority of the build will be inside. To start, come to the very corner of the chunk. Place a barrel 4 blocks from the corner. Make sure it's inside of the chunk. Next, we're going to set up a simple item filter. Dig a 3-block trench next to the barrel. Place a solid block here. Place a redstone torch here, and a repeater here pointing toward the torch. Place 2 more solid blocks here. Place 2 redstone dust and a comparator facing toward the dust. Place a hopper so that it's pointed into the barrel. Next, aim at the comparator and place another hopper so that it's pointed into the comparator. Place an empty bucket in the bottom hopper and another empty bucket in the top hopper. Neither should move because the bottom hopper is locked by the torch. Now place 18 filler items in the top hopper. Make sure to spread them across the 4 remaining slots. These can be any item that stacks to 64. Now the only items that can flow through the hoppers are empty buckets. Next, we'll make a circuit for buckets to be recycled. Place a dispenser on top of the hopper facing away from the barrel. Place a hopper dropper on top of the dispenser and a barrel on top of that. Place a bucket refiller on top of the barrel facing the same direction as the dispenser. Then place a double chest on top of the bucket refiller extending to the right. Now place a series of hopper droppers and barrels leading to the bottom barrel. Make sure the hopper droppers are pointing up. You can use the redstone wrench to flip them if needed. Buckets will now flow around this circuit. Next, let's work on the lava generator. Place a cauldron in front of the bucket refiller. Place 4 blocks above the cauldron, then break the bottom 2. Surround the top block, break the center, and fill it with lava. Make sure these blocks are non-flammable. Lastly, place pointed dripstone beneath the lava. Now let's set up a trough for water. Place a row of 7 blocks next to the cauldron. Then place another 7 blocks on both sides like this. Finish with an end cap here. Now the star of the show, a dried sponge here. When you place water here, the flowing water should repeatedly get absorbed by the sponge. The cauldron will be instantly filled with lava when the sponge dries. Optionally, if you want to turn this off, place a dispenser here with the bucket. Then a button here to toggle. Now let's place a drill to break the obsidian when it forms. Place a temporary block here and a drill pointing toward the dispenser. It's important that the drill remains outside of the chunk. You'll also want to enchant the drill with efficiency 5 to increase rates. Place a lever on the back as well. Go ahead and waterlog the drill, which should be containing the water. Now dispensed lava will instantly form obsidian. Next, we'll need some storage for the obsidian. Place a double chest here with a hopper on top. As always, I'll be keeping the storage simple, but feel free to expand or reroute this if needed. For now, just place glass on the remaining corners to contain the drops. Lastly, we just need a timer to pulse the dispenser. Place a solid block here and here. Place a comparator here pointing into this block. Now place 2 hoppers pointing into one another like this. Fill one with a single filler item that goes back and forth to pulse the dispenser. Now we're all done. Make sure your water is flowing and that the drill is powered. Then, when you're ready, go ahead and place an empty bucket in one of the barrels to start the machine. Lava is collected from the cauldron, then dispensed next to the drill. The drill breaks the obsidian, which is collected below. The bucket is then recycled back into the system repeatedly. Sometimes water will be collected from the cauldron instead of lava. But that's okay, it'll still turn into obsidian for the next cycle. When you turn the machine off, the lava bucket will be in the chest. Just put it back in the dispenser after powering the water and drill to reactivate the machine. But that's it. If you found this helpful, please consider subscribing for more technical builds using add-on content. Thanks!